Whoa. 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 Woo. Gorilla chop. Let's get all that out of my system. What's going on, everybody? It's Coop here. Welcome to another episode of Coop's Corner Podcast. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this new episode. If it's your first time here, make sure you push that subscribe button right now. If you guys have not done so, oh God. Oh God, I'm dying here. There we go. Oh man. All right. Anyways. Yeah, so thank you very much for tuning into this episode. I've got some stuff that I want to talk about today. But first, before we get started, I want to thank all of you who have been supporting the podcast through patreon.com. If you guys want to support the podcast, all you guys need to do is go to patreon.com/CoopTheComedian. And you can sign up for as little as $1 a month, where you can be part of the Discord channel with all my Patreon members. You can voice chat with them. You can see some of my stand-up sets, but only in Patreon. That's right. I'm going to be moving a lot of my stand-up sets over to patreon.com. And a special shout-out to my Patreon members, Indigo Crystal, Nigel James, Alex James, and Johnny Ray's sister. I always do that. I always... Is Sinister, or is it Sinister? Oh, God, I'm terrible with that. The S and the Anyways, enough of that shit. Boy, I got some stuff I want to get off my chest today. First off, I want to thank you all for supporting all the reviews. If you guys have not done so, make sure you go check out some of the wrestling reviews I've done this week. From Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Lucha Underground. I'm not sure if I want to do an Impact Wrestling one or not. You know, doing 4 videos this week, that's a fucking lot of time. If I'm going to do daily videos, guys, let's have a little real chat. This week, I think, in the last 28 days on YouTube, I've made 28 cents. That's right, 28 cents on YouTube. So, as much as I love doing these videos for you guys, I have to go make some money. And that's why, next week, I'm not really going to be blazing as much. I'm going to be really busy next week of trying to get ready for my set. Not for my set, my trip to Ottawa and Montreal. That's going to be coming up on June 27th is my 3-day road trip to Ottawa, Ontario by Greyhound bus. Boy, that's going to be exciting. 420! 420 just passed in the broadcast. I'm not sure if I should do it again, but I want to get even more high. Come on, we're talking about me here. It's 420 in the broadcast. I might as well smoke a little more bowl. God damn it, I don't even know if it's out or not. I know some of you out there probably don't smoke as much as me. That's the one thing I want to talk about, stereotyping. You guys all watch these reviews so far. Anybody that's still watching this review, please don't stereotype me as just a regular, tall, dumb stoner. Alright? I know that when you guys come in here, your first opinion is, oh, this guy's a fucking piehead. And this guy's got no life. The thing is, that's been me kind of even before smoking. It's society, you've kind of treated me like an outcast. One thing I was talking about is, earlier on today, I was talking with one of my patrons, how he was mentioning just some people that, I think the world with the population issue right now, I think from people's viewpoint that, if you're not helping out society, like, expand, then what's the point of you being here to help out, right? You're just taking up you're taking up what, taxes and stuff like that. I want to say this, that people have always treated me differently since I was a kid. Ever since, I was in kindergarten and grade 1, I didn't have any friends. Even the friends that I had always made fun of me on a daily basis because I'm just not one of those guys that just wants to go and be negative in the world. And it feels like so many people want to be negative, especially towards an individual like me. That just, you stereotype me from the very beginning of just this very awkward guy. And, I've noticed this pattern even gone through school and even out of school. It's just, for some odd reason, people want to treat me different. I don't think people understand that I'm probably one of the most toughest individuals that you will ever meet in your life. Not physically. I might not be the strongest guy physically, but mentally I probably am one of the most strongest individuals you will ever meet, because my philosophy has always been, you really shouldn't complain about stuff. You should just be happy with who you are and, try and make the world a better place every day. That is my philosophy of who I've been growing up, People take advantage of that easily. People will take advantage of that kind of personality easily. And I've noticed that when I was a kid. Just no matter how nice I could be to other people, I've always noticed that the message that people have treated me differently is definitely group assignments. Definitely group assignments is when it was really tough, where, gym classes where everybody, two leaders. I would always be one of the last two individuals probably that was picked. And, that fucking pisses me off. I got to admit, that really pisses me off, because there's something about you, the individuals, that have just stereotyped me when I was a kid. Maybe it's my intelligence that a lot of people question. Why? Why the fuck does it matter? People are intelligent in their own ways. Some people are techie. Some people know the businesses. Some people are more athletic. People are intelligent in their own way. They know more knowledge of a certain topic compared to other people. My knowledge is broadcasting. Mine is social networking. Mine is commentating, narrating. That's well, it's not intelligent, but it's a skill. But I know stuff about the industry more than other people. So whenever people have questions about, fixing maybe a computer issue, or if somebody needs something edited, like a video editor or something like that, people will come to me because I have the intelligence for that. It's just been a really long path for me of trying to find out, where to be accepted by society. And I want to make this clear that, joining this, when I became Coop the comedian, when I started this career path, for my whole time I've been alive, ever since, school and college, this is the very first time that I've ever felt like I've belonged somewhere. And even in this industry, it's already hard enough for me knowing that all I want to do is just improve my act with every set I do. I go to the venue, I'll practice my set in my head over and over. This is the first time where I actually cared about succeeding in something in life. And I feel like I'm good at it. This is something, maybe this is what I've been trying to figure out my whole life, of who I've been trying to figure out. It's just, comedians have always had a more tougher life compared to other people, and that's what a comedian does. They try to see the joy and the comedy in life. And So all this past history of being stereotyped, of being just an unintelligent, tall stoner dude that didn't even smoke until basically what, college, and now people stereotype me as just a stoner, just like this dude that just sits around and does nothing. You're wrong. All those people that stereotype me on a daily basis, you're wrong. Because, I do help society. I help make the world a better place on an everyday basis. And that's rare in this society. I try and help bring people together. I try and help other people out whenever I can. I try and put others before myself. And people should be lucky. All right, because with the growing population of just people being selfish and people being negative these days, I feel like I am helping in a way, people. So don't stereotype me when you tune into this YouTube video, and the first thing you do is you see me taking a bong hit. Don't stereotype me as just this guy. Oh, this guy must be a big drug user. True fact. I only have drank and smoked weed. And then I've had I have a cigar every now and then. What? Maybe one cigar every 8 months, or maybe a Captain Black pack every, and have a cigar from there once every 3 weeks or something like that. I've never even taken mushrooms, never done acid and that, and that's another thing people have stereotyped me. One thing I remember in grade 12 is I've seen this beautiful girl, and this girl that was her best friend they were exchange students. That one was German, one was I think from China. No, it was Japan. I can't remember where she was from, but I was seeing her at the time, and I think her friend was jealous that I was seeing her or something like that, because I remember one night that she was so angry at me. She wouldn't talk to me or anything like that, so I was trying to find out what's wrong with her. All of a sudden, her friend tried to talk to me. It was like, because she doesn't want to talk to you because you take drugs. And this was when I was in grade 12, I think, after the prom, where I wasn't smoking weed, and all I was doing was having alcohol, and because that's all I did. And I found that fucking hilarious, because that is what people have probably had an issue with me, is they want to stereotype me first, think about me in a negative way first, rather than think of me in a positive way. Her friend thought I was a fucking drug user, when all I did was I was around a popular group of drinking around them. I get that we all stereotype. I get that, everybody goes through stereotyping that. But all I'm saying is, when you come in here, don't think of me just smoking a bong in a negative way. Why I do it is because it helps me fucking relax. Jesus Christ, look how fucking relaxed I am talking. If I wasn't high talking about this subject, do you know how angry, how upset I am? I already probably am a little bit upset talking about it, because it's fucking harsh of me reliving all the stuff of what I've been through, of where I have to get to where I am. And hopefully maybe that all the pain that I've gone through in the past will be worth it someday when I make it big. If I put enough hard work and dedication to it every day, I want to make it big. But I don't want people automatically coming in here and stereotype me of just being a stoner taking a bong hit. Or don't stereotype me of just thinking me as just a comedian where everything I say has to be funny. One fact I want to make is that sometimes the funniest people in the world are not funny. That is one of my quotes that I go by, because it's a true fact. Sometimes the funniest people in the world are not funny, because everybody has their own sense of humor. Everybody will laugh at certain things. People will look at some of the most famous comedians in the world, and some of their material is not funny. That's what a comedian does, though. He goes on stage, he tests out material that he finds funny, and then he tests it out on an audience to see if they find it funny as well. And sometimes they won't find it funny. So yeah, I like doing things differently compared to other people as well. That's also another thing that makes me different. I like doing things differently. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for tuning into this, because yeah, it's tough. It's tough for me out there. You know, people don't realize that I've already gone through all those jobs where I've put all I could into those jobs, and instead of getting rewarded with more, with a future down the road, instead new people come in, replace your hours. You know, you question how do you live, right? It's just like, okay, well, these people to me have already sent a message saying that they don't trust me enough doing more work or getting more hours with them or something. But that's with me in jobs. I've been with them almost a year, and then I decide how they've treated me, if I'm going anywhere. And then just that's the thing with me, is that's a lot of jobs, and unfortunately, that brings it back to everything of what I was talking about. It's just, you feel like people that can't contribute to society. That's how I feel people think I am. Is I'm not intelligent enough to help out society. And that's one thing I've struggled with so much in school, is I tried being intelligent and tried writing tests. I tried doing homework. And I just was always that guy that just passed, or even failed most of the stuff. And then at the test, I would just pass. So I've had to work hard. I don't like complaining either. That's why I take a lot of stuff out on myself instead of taking out people, like taking my anger out on the world. I'll take it out on myself instead. So that's this is why after a long week, it's nice to actually do these again, where I actually get to sit down. You guys get to understand me a bit, because I've been doing this for a long time. So yeah, 27 years old now, doing this, even before 15 years old, I was editing videos when I was 9 and 10 years old. Oh, wow. It's just, oh, man. Anyways, I've got some more brighter stuff I'm going to talk about. Like, I do have a little bit of wrestling news I can bring up with you guys. For all the wrestling fans out there, all the Patreon members that are keeping up with what's going on with the Great Falls of I can't even pronounce it properly. The Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view. I was going to go the Great Balls of pay-per-view. The Great Pay-per-view Balls. That sounds better than the Great Balls of Fire to me. The Great Pay-per-view Balls. Cheers. Oh, yeah. All right. That was a good little hit. Where's this news I got on the Hardys? Let's start off with a little Hardy news about their situation of Matt Hardy and Rebby Harvey with their second child. Matt Hardy posted the following to Twitter last night, confirming that his wife, Rebby Hardy, have given birth to their second child, which is a boy. And the name is Wolfgang X. Hardy. Wolfgang X. Hardy. That's right. Wolfgang is the name. X is the middle name. Hardy is the last name. Not EX in the middle name. The actual letter X. Wolfgang X. Hardy. A.K. Wolfie. Wolfgang X. Hardy debuted / was born on June 8th at 11:37 p.m. King Maxwell was excited to meet his healthy younger brother. Thanks all. There you go. Congratulations to both Matt and Rebby Hardy for their newborn child of Wolfgang X. Hardy. I think everybody questions how celebrities are naming their kids, but at the same time they're celebrities, so I don't think they give a shit. But congratulations to Wolfgang X. Hardy being welcome into the world and into the broken universe. Welcome. Oh god, my nose is stuffy. All right. I'm going to do something different just to brighten up the mood a little bit. I'm going to read some weird news. That's right. I do like to read. There we go again. Read weird. Fuck it. I'm going to hear some weird news for you guys. A man unleashed approximately 100 bed bugs at the Augusta City Center in Maine on Friday, causing officials to close the building and summon pest control. The man emptied a container filled with the insects on a counter when staff informed him that he did not qualify for assistance to address his bedbug issue. Quote, he whipped... This is apparently what city manager William Bridgego told the newspaper. Quote, he whipped out a cup, bracket, full of live bedbugs and slammed it on the counter, and bam, off they flew. Maybe about 100 of them. Wow. The man had applied to the state's General Assistance Program after his former apartment's bedbug problem caused him to get rejected from a new place to live. Oh, God, that's gross. A municipal manager said since 1976, Bridgego said he could not recall anything as yucky as this incident. Employees immediately called police, who located the man. Of course, many people cringe at the thought of bedbugs, which research has shown are becoming resistant to current insecticides. Oh, God. Gross. Anyways. So, yeah. That's a pretty weird news story. Bedbugs. Unsatisfied person. The people that... See? This is why I'm such a peaceful individual. You don't see me going nuts. All right, here's another one for you. Papa John's employees popped for selling cocaine in pizza boxes. This is by... Oh, yeah, these articles are by Huffington Post Weird News, and the wrestling articles I always read are from WrestleZone.com. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Investigators in King County, Washington, arrested 2 Papa John's pizza employees on charges of selling cocaine and other drugs just outside the restaurant in Sammamish. 3 other people also face charges in the case. The arrest came Friday after a 6-month investigation dubbed Operation Extra Olives. I love olives. Black olives. Green ones, not so much. Operation Extra Olives by the King County Sheriff Department. The investigation started after the department received reports of employees allegedly selling drugs in the franchise's parking lot. Undercover detectives said they were able to buy the drugs from 2 employees. Undercover detectives, but they fucking committed crimes themselves. Motherfuckers. Were able to buy drugs from 2 different employees. We sent, quote, we sent undercover detectives in there, and sure enough, our undercover detectives were able to establish a relationship with a couple of these drug dealers. King County Sheriff Sergeant Cindy West told the station. Once the connection was made, the detectives would order pizza at the Papa John's, specify extra olives, and then meet the employees in the parking lot. The employee would bring the pizza outside and in the box and would be filled with cocaine. On one occasion, the employees running the alleged drug ring didn't have any cocaine, so they introduced the detectives to friends. When we went to purchase the drugs, they didn't have any, so they sent us to another one. Then the same thing happened, so they sent us to another one. On Friday, detectives from the Sammamish Police Department, Bellevue Police Department, and the Sheriff's Office executed search warrants for various locations in Bellevue and Sammamish, including at the Papa John's, according to KTLA TV. Investigators said that all told, they found $28,000 in cash, plus quantities of cocaine, ecstasy, marijuana, oxycodone, LSD, and methamphetamine. 4 people were arrested, including the 2 Papa John's employees. A 5th suspect turned himself in later, according to Seattle Times News. Detectives also found cocaine residue around the Papa John's cash register and employee washing areas, according to KTLA. The name of the suspects have not been released, but they were booked into the Kings County Jail without bail. Wow. That's incredible. That was a nice story by David Moye of Huffington Post Weird News. Very nice article. Wow. That could have brightened your day a little bit. Can I get some extra herbs on my pizza? Extra smoky. A little bit spicy. Oh, I'm just coming up with stuff. Anyways, yeah, so I wanted to read that to you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. We're about half an hour to this podcast. Guess what? I'm going to wrap it up today for you guys. Make it nice and short, about 30 minutes long. Let's give a shout out to my Patreon members. Indigo Crystal. Nigel James. Excuse me. Alex James. And Johnny Ray Sinister. Everybody got a sweet tooth me on that. And if you guys want to help support the podcast, go to patreon.com/CoopTheComedian, where you can sign up for as little as $1 a month to get special rewards of being part of my Discord channel where you can voice chat with everybody. You can get shoutouts like the graphic that I just made for you guys for the Patreon members. And it's a lot of fun. It's only $1 a month, guys. And you'll get secret access to my stand-up writing group. You get to see some of my stand-up material in Patreon. And yeah, and that's about it, what I have for you guys today. I wanted to make this episode nice and short because it's Friday and I got stuff to do. You know, I've got a life. I've got to enjoy the weekend after a long week of making videos for you guys. And next week is going to be much different. Much different. You're not going to see me smoking any bong hits next week. So it's going to be an interesting week of my reviews on how I will stay calm. That I will be sober doing these reviews for you guys next week, and it's going to be interesting. So tune in next week on the YouTube channel. Make sure you go subscribe to me everywhere. If you guys have not done yet, make sure you push the thumbs up button. And I want to thank all of you for joining into this episode of Coop's Corner Podcast. And until next time, have a great day, eh?